right, welcome back to Trash Can Tactical. Today, Trash Can Actual. Again, coming at you with ideas for the budget-minded and not so budget-minded, but also someone who's conscious of the stuff that they have, need, want, and desire. All right, so the only thing I'm not going to be talking about is the project to make the Type 56 chest rig, which I hope that doesn't get fucking censored, because I've made this video like 7 goddamn times, but because I call a certain product by its name, the video keeps getting canceled. So, whatever. Now, one thing I want to talk about is the lowest form of, let's say, tactical ammo carrying. And I just thought of this. And if you have a random fanny pack lying around, this is probably the move. All right. So if you like AKs or you like guns in general, and you have an assortment of them, you probably have, more than likely, some of these. Maybe not this one, but you probably have one of these 4-cell mag pouches for AKs. I happen to have a very good connection, my dad, who was in the old East Germany and West Germany when that was a thing. So he ended up getting this from trading with some Bundesweiser guy or something like that. Now, here's just a rough concept, right? Say you don't have the budget to be doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Well, check it out. Good God, my children. Now, fanny pack. Here you go. Here's an idea. Right there. And then, boom. You could take any number of pouches that you could just attach to a belt. And then, wham, bam. There you are. You've got accessibility, modularity, and tactical tie-ness. What do you think? This is like low budget, balling on a budget, as balling basically as you can. Honestly, you could probably find a way to put these onto the fanny pack. You know, you've got a belt right here. It could just be tactical ammo pack, fanny pack. This, of course, being one of my favorite brands, the Helicontex, and this belt being like a second amend, I think. It's one of those ratchet belts. These things are kind of cool. I'm starting to dig them. Nothing like going into a bathroom and being like, what the hell? It's funny to me. Now, let's just give this a shot and see if it will even work. Because these things can be had for like $5, $10. I think sometimes they just try to give them away because nobody ever actually really wants these. Oh God. So let's do some DIY tactical stuff right now. Send this part through here. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, no, it wasn't backwards, it's upside down. All right, then right here. Oh God, no. I don't know, this could be like the lowest budget thing that nobody's even talking about, which could be, honestly, it could be the new hotness. I don't know. I doubt it because I'm doing it, so. Dude, cinch this bad Larry up a little bit. Look at that. You've got fanny pack, dangler, and you've got ammo capability right here. Now, I know you may be thinking, but that'll only work for AKs. Well, let's just for a second, imagine our weapon system of choice is a 1022. One of these cells will hold two of these, right? So either you have the Winchester Wildcat or you have a Ruger 1022. Yeah, they're pretty deep in there. Like, if you can see that, they're pretty deep in there, but that's a good option for that. Oh God. I wouldn't necessarily say that that's like super expedient. M4 mag. One fits in one. AK-74 mag. Clearly the AK mag will fit in the AK mag holder. M4 mags fit in there pretty well. Generally speaking, if a 5.56 mag will fit in, an AK 5.56 mag will fit fine. That's fine. And then you've got, oh, what am I doing? Classic AK-47 mags, minus the fact that these aren't classic. These are both brand new. Those fit in there great. Once again, I would cinch this up a little bit more, but there's your tactical needs right there, man. Fanny pack, 4 cells. And then you have the rest of the belt to do whatever else you want. You could attach a Gerber here. You could fucking, damn. You could throw this Helicontex bag back here in the middle or on the side or something. Like, possibilities. Your low budget battle belt, right? All of this stuff would probably be, I can price it out if you guys want to see that, but these being what they are, this is probably like $30, $40, maybe, depending on what you already have. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a bad idea. Budget-minded, pretty quick, easy to do, modularity. You want to talk about modularity, you can change it up anytime you want, right? Like, let's just go ahead and say maybe we did do this. Maybe we added a few more sustainment pouches, that sort of thing. This is just an example. I'm not going to overtly affix anything to this right now, but boom, and boom, and then I've got another pouch in here. Let's just throw one on, see what happens. Yeah, here we go. We'll just do this one too. Now, as I said, it's not the most like tight thing on the planet, but if this is all you have, this is better than like nothing, man. So I would say that this is, naturally you would try to find a different way to attach everything so it's not just hanging on a whim and a prayer. But say this is all you could find, or this is all you can feasibly afford. I've got a battle belt. For all intents and purposes, I have a battle belt. I have max sustainment for what it is. I mean, you get a Camelback, or you can carry a bottle of water with you at this point. You've got big pouch, small admin pouch, ammo pouches. Hell, you could probably throw, I know for a fact you can fit 3 hand grenades in here. So use that knowledge to what you want. Helicontex supplying the world with nice, affordable, good gear. Huge fan of Helicontex. That being said, let's go to something a little bit more readily available, let's say it that way. So there's that idea. Now let's go to the most common, which will be probably, at this point in time, the U.S. Army or the U.S. Marine Corps TAPS system. Now the TAPS, oh God, as you may or may not know, is pretty great for what it is. It's also kind of a piece of crap. Now, the reason why I say that is because I have experience with it. But like all things that I talk about, this is solely my opinion. My opinion is trash. The reason why I say these things are not great is because in the past few months, I have seen people young soldiers do some crazy things with these. And one of the craziest things I've seen is the entire bottom portion here unstitched, and the dude's magazines just fell out. So he now has a bunch of duct tape right here holding his tap system together. So if you find these surplus, you find these used, you find these on eBay, Amazon, wherever, keep that in mind. Military grade usually means hot trash. So this is a good chest rig. You can fit, you can fit two 7.62 mags in here, and I mean that in the NATO sense. You can fit multiple 5.56 mags in here. I think you can only get one in each side. Let's check. Yeah, you can only get one in each slot, one cell, one mag. So looking at that, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got almost a full combat load. Taking into account you probably have one in your weapon. That's a full combat load, right? Makes sense to me. Makes sense to you. You have 308. 2 mag pouches right there. This is good. It is not the best. But that being said, if this is what you got, this is what you found, maybe some airsofter had it and you bought it off of them because they don't know what they have, it's a good option. Let's go to the new Army hotness. I am currently trying to do a video where I piece together a bunch of stuff from the 1980s and 70s that is like this, because I think it's funny that the Army has gone back to this. This being the Army's new split front, whatever, new tap system, I guess. This thing's not bad. Like, if you can get your hands on one of these, it's not bad. You've got a lot of space on the inside. You've got MOLLE all the way around. I have it set up in the old school thought process, which is IFAC on the left, standard across whatever. And then magazine pouches, grenade pouches, all that stuff. Canteen pouches back here, because I do end up using my canteens a lot. Mainly because sucking on a straw to get your water is kind of not the greatest. It's not good for your mind. It's not good for hydration, honestly, because you'll sit there, you're exhausted. You've got a tube and you're sucking on it to get water when you could just undo a cap and have the water come freely. One thing I want to do is find a kind of butt pack for right back here to make it more like the old design. But going back to that, I have max sustainability right here for ammo, but I don't have max sustainability accessibility, right? I'm right-handed. Having the IFAC here, a majority of my magazines are over here on the left side, which not necessarily bad, but I would much rather have them over here, right? That being said, that's my biggest gripe on it. If you want max ammo capacity, you have to find something aftermarket or work with what you have, right? There's lots of breathability. There's, good God, this Velcro portion right here. There's a little spot right here on both sides. So I don't know what you can put there, maybe map markers. You definitely put a protractor, a map in here. You can attach your compass up to here and then do the normal Army thing and throw it in a grenade pouch, or your Gerber in the flashbang pouch, extra stuff in this M4 pouch, then magazine, 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 magazine. Double stacks. Could you double stack here, but then when you go in the prone, which is something a lot of people don't think about, when you go in the prone and you have this stuff attached, you're then elevated off the ground by whatever you have on you, right? So I did see one video, and God help me, I can't remember the dude's name. I'm not even gonna try. This dude, he looks like a great dude. He definitely has some experience with this, because when he goes in the prone, he pops it and lays it out like that, and then he goes in the prone. Smart idea, but when you get up, you then have to redo that. Now, I don't know what sort of stressful situation you're in. If you have a rucksack on, you have this, and you break the split, the rucksack is still keeping it here, which when I ruck and I have this, that's what I do. because it allows air to come in and it feels great. You're doing your flick movements, you're not wearing body armor, this is pretty great. I don't hate this. I kind of hate the way the Army did it, but I don't hate it, right? So it's not bad, and I'll explain why in a minute. Let's say you want to do just a chest rig. So this is the one in question, and the reason why I've had an issue with it, because the Type 56, I want to say it's the Type 56. Type 56 chest rig video I was doing, I called this by its direct name. Its direct name is blah blah Type 56 chest rig. Now this is the same one that you see on Amazon. This is it. You can get it there. It's not bad for what it is. It's got an H harness, which I'm a fan of the H harness. I'm not a fan of doing this every time to get the H harness on. Right? Once you get it on, you've got very low sustainability. Right? You can actually add a double cell mag pouch in here if you wanted to. I prefer to put maps and stuff in here. If I'm doing land nav, I'm probably taking this or my split front. Not this one, I'll show you in a second. When you get this, it comes with these. Now these go in here. I can only find two right now. I don't know where the third one is. It's go in here like that, and then you can cover up your magazines like this, right? Fits AK, fits 5.56, does not fit 308. All right, 308 will not fit in here. This is, if I were to give this a task and purpose without making it look weird, I would probably say this, great for recon light work. You're not necessarily going into a decisive engagement, but you want more than one magazine on you, or in conjunction with a battle belt. This would be fine setup for your LARPing needs or recce needs. I could see, I guess, a sniper spotter team using something like this. I don't know. Not a sniper. Don't claim to be. I think they're cool, but my initial idea is somehow either get this over this, or you'd have to get this over this and then adjust it a little bit, like either move this down to the hips further and then put this up higher so they don't interfere. But that gives you more sustainability and better magazine accessibility. Not sure how that would actually work. I don't know if you guys like that idea. If you do, let me know. If you don't, that's fine. I don't necessarily like the idea. I'm just saying. If you want to find this, it's the Helicon Tex 56 chest rig. You'll see other words in front of it, which apparently I can't say on YouTube. These two pouches right here, because it is Molly on both side panels. It's not those two little grenade pouches like the normal 56 chest rigs. It's Molly. These two pouches are both Helicon Tex. They're just small admin pouches. They're like 20 bucks each. Not exactly the cheapest thing, but still it's better than dropping out money for like Haley Strategic or Cry Precision or Spiritus Systems, right? So you've got these two as an option. These are viable options. Not necessarily longevity, not necessarily practicality, right? Well, that is practical. That's not really practical. Forgot to mention, you have Molly attachment points here, Velcro, and you have these double reinforced pieces, so you can attach carabiner and put your gloves there. You can definitely put a dangler here and maybe add some more sustainability. But more mags, there's ways to get more ammo out of this. I don't have any of the examples right now. I can talk about like that little pouch that you add right here, and it puts a magazine right here, magazine right here. That would kick it up in sustainability. Or you go off and get a couple of these and put these on there because it has mag pouch areas, which I have my compass, my Gerber in there right now. It's pistol mag, it's rifle mag. But this is possibly my favorite chest rig right now. I don't necessarily care that it's a knockoff, like a Chinese knockoff. It's been running great. I'm completely fine with it. and it's phenomenal to me. For what I need it to do, I've been enjoying it. This is a quite unique piece of kit, mainly because the flangy little frilly things right here. This is also from Amazon. Split front, as you can see, it has a double mag pouch area right here. Everything is sold separately, which will be in the related items when you get it. When you get it, you just get the H harness and the 2 portions of MOLLE. The 2 portions of MOLLE come with 2 mag pouches attached on either side, plus another little pouch right here, which I don't know what I would put there. You put like pistol mags, like 10-22 mags, put them in there. That'd be fine. Maybe you want to have like a multi-gun loadout for whatever reason. It's just a lot of weight to be carrying around, but maybe you want that. Now, these double mag pouches are good. They're not going anywhere. It breaks up the outline. None of this shines under nods, so I can tell you without a doubt that none of this stuff will be glowing under night vision, so you'll be fine with it. This has a bungee strap down for your magazine, so if you throw AK mags in here, you can get away with that. Loosen it up all the way, you could probably get 1 or 2. I would say definitely 1 308 mag of any kind, but not 2. Right here you have a Velcro spot, and those 2 elastic portions are holding on to whatever you put in there. These hold on pretty well. The other day I was sprinting through the woods, chasing some people, and LARPing at them, and they were bounding away pretty quickly, but I was catching up and I didn't lose anything. So in here, quite a bit of sustainment. I have a roster, I have base camo, and I have my clearing flashlight right there. I also had some other things like artillery simulators and hand grenade simulators in there. Right here, I have a tourniquet. Honestly, it's the only spot I felt like putting it. There's other places I could probably squeeze it, like under here maybe, but I wanted it right there for right now. Probably going to change. It's a new tourniquet. It's still fine. Another admin pouch right here. And in the admin pouch, I've had more simulators, some snacks, that sort of stuff. Right back here, as I said earlier, magazine points. M4 magazines fit really well. AK mags do fit, but you need to be aware of this and probably adjust that, the retention system. But if it's close to your body, it's retained. Right back here, I have a radio spot, and this will hold a Harris radio, and it probably will hold an emitter as well. When I put the Harris radio in, the bungee system right here, that's kind of loose, so I imagine it would be fine pulling up higher and holding a larger radio in. Same thing with the other split front. When I ruck and I have this on, I have no issues, and I can walk with it open like this and catch all that air. Feels good. Right here at the bottom, you have Velcro attaching points underneath. So you can open this up. You can open that up, and you can get things attached down below if you want to. I don't think I will. The only thing I can think of is maybe that tubular IFAK right down there. That might be interesting. If you want to see something like that, or you want me to come up with some crazy ideas, or you have suggestions, leave a comment below. Let me know. We'll talk about it, or I'll talk about it. You'll listen. This altogether was $130 combined, everything together, because it was the rig itself, and then pouch, 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 and pouch. I would have liked to put this one on this side, but then the radio would have been right here, and I'm right-handed. That would be in the way. I can't do that, so I'm sucking it up, putting it back here on the right side. Radio antenna, if it's ever there, will run all the way up. It doesn't interfere with my movement at all. I've had a radio multiple times and completely forgotten I've had it. Now, I wish I had the Alice kit, because then I could show you that. And then I could show you the Russian version, Smersh. I know probably somebody's seen it in the background and like, oh, look, a Smersh. This has got to be possibly my favorite idea of sustainability plus modularity towards being in kit, right? So you've got multiple mag pouches. that are double and or triple, meaning you can put 3 M4 mag pouches in here. M4 mag pouches. You can put 3 M4 magazines in here at any time. 1, 2, and 3. Now there's 2 trains of thought. You can do like this, or you can do like that. Doesn't really matter. You can do any way you decide, shooter's preference at that point. There's a cinch down. So whatever you do have in there, you can cinch it down. And you've got 2 of these, 1 on each side. And then same thing over here, 1 on each side. Plus you have the very Russian specific grenade pouches, because this is Russian. You got the very Russian specific grenade pouches right there. You have their tube smoke grenade pouch right over here, right here. You got hand grenade, magazines. Nice belt, good webbing, good padded area. Then you have all this stuff up here, the molly up here. Chest strap is not too desirable. This double sewn portion is pretty good. But the biggest thing I like about it is the butt pack. So if I'm going to do long range movements, I like this. Now, I've used it a little bit. I haven't used it extensively because I've been using other things for work. But padding is good. If you wanted to, you can attach more American pouches on it. There's ways to do it, i.e. just going over this area and like volleying it down to itself. That works fine. You can attach things to this. I don't. You can. I don't. But inside you've got Velcro portion to put things in the top flap, a waterproof liner, and then all of this space right here. At most, I had 4 magazines in there, an MRE, a poncho liner, and a boonie hat, and then a beanie separately at different times. Not an issue. When you wear this, you can put an Alice pack over top of it, and it fits fine, which is why I want to get the Alice system, so I can see if the Alice pack, which with the same system, so I'm assuming common sense, fifth principle patrolling, would dictate that if it's designed for it, it would probably work the same way. But it's cool to see a different country's perspective on the same thing. Other flicks and chest rigs and load bearing kit that I have seen that I think people would really enjoy is the British make a load bearing belt system, and it's just max ammo. Like all the way around, it's just fucking damn. All the way around is just magazine. And then you have sustainment. They're like 2 big pouches right here on each side of each other. They're pretty good. I've only met one person in the U.S. Army who had that. That dude seemed to enjoy it. He had no complaints. That I know is like $300 something. The Smersh is like $300 now. I was able to get this back before everything happened because I saw the writing on the wall. And I was like, hey, I really want one of these. They're probably not going to be available in the next 4 or 5 years. So I got it back in like 2020. So happy I did that when I did. Nothing else I can think of right now off the top of my head. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Like and subscribe, I guess. I don't know. Do whatever you want. This has all been my opinion. My opinion's trash. But so's yours. Trash Can Actual.